Tonight, I'm going to be getting back on track after some days of going out and having fun with the family. I am going to be tackling my living room cleaning, and the only thing I lost in this video was vacuuming the carpet, but I think we can all do without that for one night, right? Hi friends, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Jen and I share real-life homemaking from our small home in northern Maine. Life here isn't perfect and neither am I, but I do my best to keep things cozy, clean, manageable, and real. It's time to take this tablecloth off. It's been on for a while and definitely needs a wash. While that's going to head to the laundry, I'm going to wipe down the table using a new foaming window cleaner that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. It smells exactly like grapefruit, and if you've ever spied it and wondered whether it actually works, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt it does. I was pleasantly surprised by how well it cleans, and the smell is a great bonus. It is time for question of the day. I want to know, what are your absolute favorite go-to Dollar Tree products? They do not have to be cleaning related. Any must-have item that you love and would recommend to others. Let us know in the comments below. I love these chair cushions, but I will tell you they are major crumb catchers. You could almost call this living room cleanup a one-product challenge because I stuck to just one cleaner the entire time, the foaming window spray. How many of you do this? Is this like a common thing or is it just me? I never went back for anything else because it worked perfectly fine since there's no raw untreated wood in here, and I know not everyone would use a window cleaner for everything, and that's totally okay, but for me it worked tonight and saved me some extra steps and made the whole process just a little bit faster. This clock was definitely in need of a wipe down, and there was no avoiding it because I had to adjust the time again. It seems like every time we have a time change and I finally get around to fixing it, only for it to be time to change it again. So this time I wanted to get it done early on so that I wasn't just pulling it down left and right to change it, only to have the time change on me again. Just as a quick side note, I am not affiliated with the Dollar Tree in any way, shape, or form. I just love sharing the things that I find there, though, because they're so budget friendly. But I do have to tell you, in their plus section this year, they had the cutest tiered tray with bunny ears, and everything on my tray also came from the Dollar Tree. If you are looking for new Easter decor, which to be honest, I wasn't planning on buying, but I couldn't resist, that's definitely the place to check out. They have so many adorable pieces this year. Many of them are new, and you'll save a lot of money in the process. If my son Justin is watching this video, I can almost guarantee he's scoffing at the screen right now, shaking his head at me for using window cleaner. He's very particular about how he cleans TV screens, so I know this is probably driving him crazy. Sorry. The other day we went shopping at a store here in Maine called Martin's. It's a surplus and salvage store that gets inventory from things like train wrecks, store closings, fire damage stock, basically any situation where products can be resold at a discount. And let me tell you, when we went the other night, they had some amazing finds, and I may have gone a little overboard. Again, you'll start noticing some new decor pieces down here, and things are looking a bit chaotic at the moment, so I'm going to dust everything off and rearrange things until they make more sense to me. They may not look better to you, and that's okay, because as much as I love you all, I'm the one that has to live with it. So let's get things cleaned up and organized a bit, and just wait until you see my favorite find, a big fat kitty figurine that I ended up putting on the floor, and I absolutely love him. And just as a note, I think I'm becoming one of those crazy cat ladies. Can you believe it? Now, isn't that just the cutest? I mean, really. The golden goose that you see on the floor right now also is a new piece, as well as you're going to see two glass fruit pieces. One is an apple and one is a pear, and they are glass and they are super, super heavy and so pretty. And I always love to pair the rabbits with the tea kettle because it reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. I haven't swept yet, so I am wiping some of the stuff up off the floor, just little pieces of pellets and whatever, so I can put the cat there, giving him a nice clean spot. Unfortunately, during this part of the video, I'm kind of sitting in the way of you seeing what I'm doing, but here is that pear that I told you guys about, and I decided to put it down here with the basket so it's a little bit in better view. The one problem with the apple is that the stand is a dark color and it makes it a bit hard to see, so eventually I may move the apple somewhere else. And done. What do you guys think? Too cluttered? Too something just right? What do you think? And speaking of clutter, here we go. Hubby Stray is driving me crazy. It's always packed with stuff and it just never seems to stay cleaned up. So tonight I'm tackling it head on. I'm dumping out his basket, sorting through everything, and pulling out anything that does not actually belong here. Those extras are going in a bag to take upstairs, and then I'll wipe down the tray and get it looking functional again, and hopefully this will last for at least a day or two. At some point, I want to find the right end table with some good storage in it, that's hidden storage, and I will fold this tray up and he can use it if he wants to sit here with his laptop or to eat or whatever. But I do not think this tray is a long-term solution to leave out. I really think the end table works better for him, but the storage in it needs to be hidden. That way I could also take this little organizer tray thing and stick it in the cabinet and put it away and not have it visual when he's not using it. Yeah, there should be. Yeah, there should be. Now I'm going to take my most unfavorite broom and dustpan set in the entire world and get some of the stuff swept up off the floor. The good thing is it gets it swept up right away and there's no pile for the dogs to run through and kick back around, so that's a plus. There's tons of pellets down on the floor and dog food bits and things like that. I actually bought a little rug that was on clearance. It's Pioneer Woman. Surprise there. And also I bought the dogs a slow feeder. And it wasn't because I'm worried about the dogs gulping down their food, although slowing them down a little might be a good thing for Lulu. I bought it because it's very stable and will not tip over, because Levi tends to walk straight through the food bowl, tip it over, and before I know it, I have a whole living room full of dog food. And my vacuum hates dog food, so I end up picking it up by hand. Or I have to go get my big vacuum and then vacuum up money, because that's what dog food equates to, is money if you're just vacuuming it up and they're not actually eating it. So the addition of the dog food bowl and the little rug is not only functional, but it serves to look a little bit nicer too, as you'll see in a couple minutes. The slow feeder bowl, I believe, is something new that Walmart has started selling. I do not believe I've seen it before, but I really, really do like it, and the dogs don't seem to mind it either. And it's also nice to use as a treat system if you want to slow them down from their treats. I was thinking with Lulu, she's a barker when we eat dinner. So just to empty this out and maybe put just a little bit of peanut butter in some little sections of it for her to keep her busy while we're eating. And now it's time to move some of the stuff out of this room, out of the way, and get my couch area cleaned up and getting, vacuumed off. My couch under the cushions is filthy again. The cushions need to be vacuumed. They're very furry and, just basic couch pick up and tidy up. The fur babies are not overly impressed that they have to move, but it's got to be done. And yes, I know that there are a lot of throw pillows on this couch, maybe too many. And yes, I do not care. I love the throw pillows. I love the way they look. I love that if I want to take a nap, there's a pillow down here and there's blankets. So I'm happy with them. I absolutely think that I'm a throw pillow person. And I never knew that before. But every time I go out, I'm looking at the throw pillows. I need help. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but if I did, I'm repeating myself and I apologize. But We are going to hold on to this couch for another year. We decided that we are not replacing it this year. The kitten's still young. He's still being trained not to scratch on the furniture. And he does once in a while, though he's not really doing any damage. I would prefer that if there's damage, it be done to this couch as opposed to buying something brand new and having him, decide it's to his liking and scratching it all up. So we're just going to make do with what we have. And, the throw pillows and the throws on it make it look a little bit better to me. They make me happy, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm just pulling out my stick Wand Vac from Shark, and I'm vacuuming the inside of the couch. And in a minute, I'll grab my crevice tool and get down inside the crevices. And it did a really good job doing this. It always does. And I'm also going to use it to vacuum off the cushions in the back of the couch. And it's worth noting that Mr. Max, my little kitty baby, he is having a grand old time with what he thinks is just playtime with the cushions, jumping from one to the next and just having himself a time. He does not miss much. He loves to inspect everything. And I realized that he got a piece of some type of thread or something, and unfortunately had to take that away from him. Don't need that going down his little throat. So there's that. I put this throw over here, but in a few minutes you're going to see that once again I changed my mind. I'm also switching where the quilts were. I'm putting the pink one on this side to balance the pink off, and the seafoam green or mint green or whatever color it's coming across as, that one will go under the picture. But I am trying to make sure that the pink sort of gets pulled across the couch. And right here, I realized that I forgot to put the comforter, quilt, whatever it is, on the back of the couch. So I had to do that. So there wasn't much point to continue adding the throw pillows when I had not even put the quilt on the back of the couch. So I'm going to fold it up and we're going to get it put on the back of the couch. And I was kind of deciding how I was going to put it on there. I did decide to keep it longer on that side of the couch because it just makes sense because the animals lay there a lot. And it's obviously easier to wash the quilt than it is to wash the whole entire back of the couch. And now on go the throw pillows. And yes, during the day, they do get sort of thrown all around the couch, and I'm perfectly okay with that. It's just an aesthetic thing for me personally. Like, if I'm cleaning the room, I like to have them, put just a certain way and make them look nice. And now you see I grabbed this pink throw and I am going to put it over the ottoman. And the reason I keep the ottoman covered is because all of my cats seem to think that it is a scratching post. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If no one has told you today, let me be the first. I love you. You are valued, you are important, and whatever today brings, you've got this. Just take a deep breath, keep moving forward, and remember that you're never alone. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, happy cleaning. Bye-bye.